Captain America Brave New World releases in theaters today, and I'm going to see it with a bunch of friends. I'm going to be honest with you, I am really excited about this. But before we get going, because we have a little bit of time till the movie starts, I got in this package from Funko.com. And inside of here is some really great figures exclusive to the website. So let's start with this one here. Of course, the name of the movie. We've got to check out this brand new Captain America. It's a really cool figure, and I want to take this one out because he is flying, he's got the shield, and there's a lot going on here. I'm also curious to see if there's maybe like any nods to the movie in this figure that I don't know about yet, because of course I haven't seen it. Now, one thing that I do love is the shield in his hand, but it also like looks like he's jumping up in the air. I think it's a nice touch. And the wings are amazing. They're super straight as well. Like sometimes when it comes to thinner things, they kind of warp a little bit, but they did a great job with this. The goggles are also really nice. I like how they're clear, and there's just like so much going on. It's honestly probably my favorite out of the bunch they did. And then everybody check this one out here. We have, of course, Thaddeus Ross, played by Harrison Ford, and all I know is that he is the president in the new movie, and so this is a pretty cool one as well, and I like the detail they gave him with his jacket. And of course, this isn't the cooler version of him because we do have the Red Hulk, but I still love it. Like, there's the crest on his chest. It says Air Force One, Thaddeus Ross. They really did put a lot into this. And now, so far, this is all that I have to show for you for the new movie, but we still have a little while, like I said, so let's go out and do some hunting before it starts. Okay, so the first place that I came over to is Walmart, and I'm just about at the Marvel section here, and they have some Captain America stuff. And like, it's not amazing, but the section does have a few things. Like over here, we have Falcon, which is pretty neat. I don't know if I've ever seen these before. They're kind of cool though, and then behind that, it looks like we have Captain America, which is, I think, maybe the only two they have. I'm looking here. I don't see anybody else. Is the side of the box different? Yeah, it is, because you can see them there. So I'm guessing it's just the two. And now don't worry, I will keep looking around, but the good news is we've got a couple more stores to go to, so this isn't like the only thing we'll probably see today. Okay, now I came over to the Lego because I have a feeling there will probably be something, and there is some Marvel sets. And I know, aha! Here we are, everybody. Check it out. They do have the, I guess it's kind of like the big fig, the construction figure. That's pretty cool. But now besides that, oh, Nate, how's it going? Are you seeing? Oh, actually, this is nice. You pointed it out.
Dude, they have new Captain America.
Falcon.
New Falcon.
Ooh, I like Red Hulk.
Noah?
Look at those minis.
I don't know.
That is pretty cool. Oh,
that seems like a spoiler.
It might be a bit of a spoiler. I hope it doesn't spoil anything. Falcon's cool. I like Falcon. Also, I did get the Brickhead set on Lego.com a little while ago, so we don't actually have to get any of those sets. We'll just build that one when we get back. And now, everybody, as soon as I walked in, check this out. They have the Red Hulk fists, and just above that, I think I'm gonna get it. It's $189. But it's life size. And now on the other side, taking a look at the Funko Pops, I don't believe they're going to have the ones in for Brave New World yet, but I want to see if there's any other Captain Americas that I might be missing. Like, if you don't know, I actually have this Steve Rogers one here. It's kind of like split down the middle. It's one of my favorites that they've done recently. It's a really cool set, and I like that they've also done Wolverine and Spider-Man. Careful, slide that one back in there. And then over here, we also have this Red Hulk, which is really cool too. It is, look at that one there, guys, with Snowman in his hands. It's a Christmas figure, but I like it a lot. How did I not notice this, everybody? In the classic set, right next to it, there is that original Captain America. I gotta get this. And now backing up a little bit, I know they have all their Marvel ones in one spot, so it like kind of goes all the way down here and then across. And I'm not seeing anything else for Captain America. I think that might be it. But yeah, we will definitely be getting that shield. I mean, come on, it's crazy. Oh, and check this out, everybody. I came over to the action figure section, and look what they have. I'm not probably going to be getting him today because we got a bunch of other stuff, but cool to see. Now, really quickly, before we go over to the movies, I thought I would check here at Marshall's because they do have a pretty good pop section, and they have this Batman here, but it's not Captain America. But you know what they do have that's Captain America is this collector's box down here. And the good news is we don't have to grab it because I actually picked it up from Amazon a little while ago, so when we get back after the movie, we'll be opening this thing up. And so now I think you know what that means. Let's go to the movie. Oh, and take a look at this, everybody, on the way, and they've got the popcorn buckets and cups. I've got to get this. And just like that, everybody, we have made it into the theater. We've got our popcorn bucket. Let's watch this.
Wait for it.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back from the movie, and that was a pretty fun one. And as you saw, I did end up picking up the popcorn bucket. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, let's do it. It came with a large popcorn as well, so it was enough to share with everybody. And if you guys want to check this out, look at this. Boom and boom. That is nice. I love it. Something else that I really enjoy, too, is that it does say Captain America Brave New World, so you gotta just, like, have this on display. It works well. Like, you don't have to have something inside of it, but the spot for popcorn is pretty large still. And actually, they gave you a bag of popcorn for it, so you didn't actually have to put it inside. So I had a bag of candy, I just popped it right in there, and it works, like I said, pretty great. But now, hold on, everybody. This isn't the big shield that I got today. Let me grab the other, because come on, it's crazy. Alrighty, everybody. This is the shield that I'm talking about. It is the Marvel Legends series, and as soon as I saw it at GameStop, I had to grab it. Now, I'm trying to see, what is the side? I cut the tape on one of them so it was easier when we actually wanted to open this thing up. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I'm hoping it looks exactly like it does in the movie. Because I know for a lot of the helmets that they do, they are very accurate. Ooh, we're making a lot of noise here, but this is, hey, this looks good. Oh, yeah, this thing is amazing. Is that the right way up? I think so. Yeah, look at this. It feels like I'm actually in the movie. I mean, come on, this thing is really crazy. And if you're wondering, it's not made of metal. It's actually kind of like a plastic, but it's like a really thick one. Like, it doesn't feel cheap, if you know what I mean. And then on the back side here, probably fake leather straps that look exactly like they do in the movie. Because, of course, they make really great replicas. So, yeah, I am excited to have this. I'll have to hang it up somewhere in the office. There's a spot by my door over there. Might look pretty nice. Now, wait, though, everybody. That isn't all that I got at GameStop, because, of course, I grabbed two other things. The classic Captain America that they have, I didn't have it yet in the collection, and I figured today would be a perfect day to pick it up. And then I also grabbed, well, if you've watched Deadpool, these are pretty funny. Now the question is, how do I get into this? I guess I'm gonna have to rip the box anyways. Let's just Hulk out and see if I can, you know, I'm not doing it as good as I thought I would. I'm almost there. Okay, everybody, I've got both of the fists. It seems like there's like a little kind of like rope on the inside so I can like hold it together. Come on, these things are nice. And they're only like foam, so if you were to hit something, it wouldn't hurt. But yeah, for like 30 bucks, I had to grab them. Now, remember when I was showing you guys the Lego earlier? I did end up picking something up on Lego.com. And let me see if I can get it here with my fists on. I have the Lego BrickHeads that we're going to be building today while we chat about the movie. And then at the end, we'll be cracking open the Captain America Funko Pop Collector's Box, so stick around. The only problem is, how do I build in the... I'm going to have to take them off. Alrighty, now getting into my actual review of the movie, I had seen mixed reactions for this one with a bunch of different reviewers. So as soon as I saw one of those, I tried to steer away from them as much as possible so that way I could really get like a fresh mind going into this. And I've gotta say, I really did enjoy it. Is it my favorite Marvel movie ever? No, but it was fun. Something that I do kind of agree with people on is that we knew that, of course, Thaddeus Ross was Red Hulk. So for most of the movie, you're like almost waiting for him to Hulk out. Which is a little bit too bad because there was definitely a couple times where I'm like, is he gonna do it? And then of course it's later on. I believe I saw somewhere that he's only Red Hulk for about 6 minutes in the movie, but it feels way longer than that because of course that's screen time, but like the actual parts where he is Red Hulk, he's not on screen the entire time, of course. So I think that that is totally fine, and I like the way they kind of get him to go back to being Thaddeus Ross again. I thought it was a pretty good way to do it. It reminded me of those original Hulk movies. And now when it comes to the Sam Wilson Captain America, I thought he was great. And I know that some people were worried that he's not gonna be, you know, Steve Rogers, but they even mentioned that in the movie. It was kind of an interesting thing where I don't know if this is exactly what they were going for, but in my head, it was almost like they're recognizing you're a totally different person. Oh, and also, speaking of Captain America, that is the one that I'm building first, and it seems like we've got a little bit done so far, but nothing crazy yet. And now, you know what? I wasn't able to get any of the regular Funko Pops because they haven't shown up in stores yet, but I do want to mention a couple of them because there is the leader in this set. He has a part in this movie. He's got actually a pretty big part, and I wanted to talk about the figure because it seems a little bit off to me. It's almost like Marvel didn't give Funko much to work with, and they just went off of like a few pictures or even the comic book version of him because he looks a little bit different in the movie. Which again, I don't think is a bad thing. It still looks like a good figure. It looks like the leader, but it's almost like a mix of the live action and comic book version, and they kind of just put it together. And again, like I said, I don't fault Funko for that because Marvel is very secretive when it comes to their characters in movies, and if they don't want to spoil spoil anything, so they probably didn't have a lot to work off of. And no, don't get me wrong, I will definitely still be picking them up as soon as they start to show up in stores. I'm thinking of doing a hunt, so if you want to see it, let me know. Oh, and take a look at this, everybody. The piece that I am just about to put on is that printed one with the Captain America stuff on the front. I almost said shield, then I almost said logo, and it's not really either of those. It's just like the front of his suit. It looks great. Oh, here we go, everybody. It looks like we're putting the brain into the figure, and every brickhead has one of those, if you didn't know. Okay, bag number 1 is done, so let's get on to bag number 2, which should finish off, I think, Captain America. I'm just about to be at the shield, which I think we should talk about a little bit because I love the use of it in this movie. I understand that this happens with pretty much every Captain America movie, but there was something about it this time where, like, it was used in fun ways that I don't think they've done before. Oh, check this out, everybody. I also just put the visor on. That is a really nice touch. And anyways, getting back to the shield, there was a few times where I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like when he would use it and like throw it around the room and it would bounce across like 6 or 7 different people. And the way that he used his wings and how it's got like, I don't even know what that's called. Is it vibranium? It's the stuff in Wakanda, and it like actually like shines purple when it's in use. I don't believe that's on the shield, actually. It might just be the wings, but either way, it's a really cool thing when you see it happening in the movie. Okay, everybody, I've clicked the wings on. I've just got to put the shield in, and wow, that is great! Alrighty, everybody, now on to bag number 3, and there is a lot of red going on here. Which totally makes sense, of course, and I guess I haven't really talked about Red Hulk, so while I'm building him, let's chat about it. I think the use of CGI in this movie was really well done. Like, there wasn't many scenes where I was like, it really stood out to me, you know? And I think that's the best way to do it. And now, of course, he is a giant red monster, so there is going to be the use of CGI for all of his parts. Like, there's no way you can make that practical, or at least, I don't think they can. Like, it'd be super expensive. And so the parts where Harrison Ford is completely Red Hulk, I thought were really interesting, and it's kind of a spoiler, but not really. It's just like the location that they're in when he is Red Hulk, but when he's on top of the White House, it is really crazy cool. Like the helicopters coming down and then him throwing the American flag through it, like with the whole pole, it was kind of crazy. And I think maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much, because like, I don't know, I haven't got a good like Hulk fight scene in a while, and it kind of like fixed that for me. Because of course it wasn't Mark Ruffalo, this is a different character, but he was still just like so cool to see. And like I said, it was only about 6 minutes long, but they really made it feel way longer than that because there's only 6 minutes of him on screen. I almost said on scene, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, everybody, it's looking like we are just about at the brain again. I'm putting in the little green pieces in the middle, which for some reason, most brickheads have that. Why? I'm not really sure, but I guess they could put whatever color they want there because you're not gonna see it at the end. And I'm sure people are gonna be wondering, so there it is. And also, I've gotta say, the way they did the fists look really great for how small they are. Alrighty, bag number 3 is done, and now just a little bit of cleanup with bag 4. And, well, everybody, boom! Both of them are complete, and they look great next to each other. And I'm gonna be honest with you here, out of these two, oh, they're both just so good. I was gonna pick a favorite, but I don't think I can. So let me know, which one do you prefer? But now that we're done that, everybody, let's get into that collector's box that I've been hyping up this practically entire video. It released on Amazon, and there's a t-shirt inside as well as a bunch of other stuff for the movie. Ooh, okay, here we go. Captain America Brave New World. Check that out. And now it looks like right on top here we actually have a Marvel decal, and this one is, of course, of the shield with the wings, very similar to the popcorn bucket. See? Look, it's almost, actually, now that I say that, exactly the same. And like I said, everybody, there is a t-shirt inside, and that is the next thing up here. I've got to see it. Is it them actually fighting together? Because that would be so cool to see. Oh, yeah, it kind of is. Oh, and it also has Falcon, which we haven't talked about much at all, so this is a good time to do it. Funko did create a Falcon pop, but there wasn't anything inside of, like, you know, the boxes or on the Funko shop, so I don't have one today. Same with the leader. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a hunt soon for those guys. But yeah, this is really cool, and I love that they put all 3 of them together. It's kind of like this black, gray, red, and white, where the red really stands out. So definitely a nice addition to the box. And then, I believe I see a pin on the side here too. Oh yeah, check that out. It is a Red Hulk pin. I like that a lot. And now, I think before we get into the Red Hulk figure that's inside of here, let's talk about this one here, the Captain America, where it's actually him in a different suit from the last one we took a look at. I'm pretty sure the other one was kind of like his gray suit, but this is the blue one that happens about like halfway through the movie. Oh, it looks great. I love how the helmet is completely covered. Actually, would this be the part where he's in the air really high up fighting Japan? Or like he's he's in the area with Japan. They're not exactly fighting each other. But yeah, this thing is amazing. I love the shield on it. The wings also look great again. I like that point on the top that kind of looks like an A for Captain America. Yeah, it is really well done, Funko. You did a good job with this. And so that's the first pop, and then, of course, everybody, I said there was another one, and it's going to be the Red Hulk. And what's kind of funny about this here is that it's a smaller version of him, because the other one that released was a 6-inch. And because these came out before, like, most of the movie had been talked about, like, this released probably a couple months ago now, on the back of the box, it doesn't have any other figures from the set. And so let's open this thing up and find out what he's looking like, because he is clapping in the figure, and I think that is actually a really cool way to do it, because I don't know if they've ever done that before on a Hulk pop. And I think he kind of looks like Harrison Ford. The thing is, he's like CGI in the movie, and that really looks like Harrison Ford, but when you translate it into a simpler version like a pop with this face here, it's close, but it's not exact, you know what I mean? And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That is going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because honestly, it was a lot of fun to film. Oh, and don't worry, there will always be more movie reviews in the future, so stay tuned for them. And anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow!